stitch. I hope you're having a wonderful, stitchy last 2 weeks and the next 2 weeks. School started for me. I'm starting my 3rd week now. It's kicking my butt. I picked a class that's an accelerated class that's 7 weeks, and I spend pretty much every waking moment on that class. So my stitching time has dramatically dropped. There are certain days that I don't stitch at all, which is kind of a newer thing for me since the entire summer I stitched every day for like at least 2 hours. So yeah, I need to find my groove again on when I can stitch and stuff like that. So before I get started, I do have a public service announcement. I'm concerned about talking about it because I don't want to step on anybody's toes. However, it's something that is near and dear to my heart, and I do feel like it needs to be something that is said. So, I forgot to tell you the date. It's September 10th, 2018, and September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and I don't know how many of you guys actually know that. It's hard for people who have had to experience something so tragic as cancer as a child. I did not personally, however, my brother did. He was in 6th grade, and then he relapsed again when he was a freshman. He's fine now. By the grace of God, he's totally fine. However, being in a childhood cancer community, you would be amazed at how tight-knit the community is, even though it's not really publicized. There are summer camps for kids with cancer, and then also summer camps for siblings of kids with cancer. Blogs, Facebook support groups in general. I'm not super active in them anymore. I was when my brother was going through it. However, something that still to this day I think bothers a lot of people is that this month is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. It's a hard month. I know a lot of moms in Facebook groups right now have decided to do the 30-day photo challenge of childhood cancer, and they're pulling up pictures of their kids puking, their kids crying to go, not wanting to go to the hospital, losing their hair, not being able to play sports anymore, things like that. And being friends with them on Facebook is hard because every day you get bombarded with pictures of the sadness. I'm a few years out from my brother actually having cancer, and so it's one of those things that when you've gone through something, either have it or a sibling of it or a mother or a dad, you kind of want to push it away. Is what I'm doing. As a defense mechanism, I realize that I just try to forget about it and push it away. And so it's been kind of hard for me for the last couple of days, especially with my mom is doing it and she's posting. She's also a children's nurse specializing in oncology. She's a home health nurse, so she draws their blood. She's friends with a lot of kids and kids' families. And on top of it being an awareness month for it, which is always hard for her, a few of her kiddos are going to die. I spent the morning, I don't want to get emotional, I spent the morning with her crying because she was going to lose 2 really great kids to cancer in the next couple of months. Man, I told myself I wasn't going to cry. And I want people, I'm not here to raise money, more just awareness. Something that hurts my feelings and a lot of people's feelings is that the pink starts to come out. And this is the part that I think a lot of people might argue with me about. Breast cancer is a big thing. As a woman, I should be aware of breast cancer and one of those things to look out for. However, it is so publicized. Everyone knows about it. Everyone knows that a pink ribbon means breast cancer. And there's prevention weeks, and so much cancer research money goes to breast cancer, but not that much to kids. And I think part of the reason is that it is so much sadder. No one wants to think, who hasn't been affected by cancer, no one wants to think about a little kid having to go to the hospital more times than being at home, spending more nights in the hospital than at home. I think it's a lot sadder for people in general to kind of think about that. And so they would rather push it aside as well. Whereas breast cancer, they're able to make it funny, save the boobies, things like that. Pink, everyone loves pink. But every time I see a pink ribbon during Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, it breaks my heart. Because it's getting awareness for more months. It gets awareness in general more than this does. And it's really hard to put into words the feelings I get. And I totally get that every single cancer should have its own awareness month. But we should also be aware of that every single month practically does. So November is prostate awareness month, prostate cancer awareness month, or something like that. And I believe their ribbon is blue. Childhood cancer ribbons are gold. Every single month has one. And we seem to only focus on one. And I just want everyone to be aware of that. But there are other months where other people are hurting because of cancer. And this month is a hard one for me and a lot of my friends and a lot of my family friends. And I've seen up close how devastating it can be for a child to lose their ability to do sports, to not be able to go to homecoming and do teenage things, to not live the life, to not even have the possibility anymore of having a family of their own, going to college. They just haven't lived a life. And they have to grow up quickly. If they survive, you can tell when they've survived because they are so much more grown up beyond their years. I could go on and on. But I don't really want to make you guys sad. Really, that wasn't my intent. I didn't mean to cry. I'm sorry for that. It was more I want to bring awareness to a month where people are hurting. And I'm so sorry for anyone who is hurting, who has cancer in general. I am so sorry. It sucks, and you don't have to go through it alone. Okay, on to happier things. Cross-stitching, that's why we're here. I actually have a list, because I seem to always go out of order, and, so I decided to make a list this last 2 weeks of everything that I've done so I don't forget anything. So, let's start with whips. Again, not as much stitchy time. So, I do have a finish today to show you guys. I'm really happy about it, but I'm going to wait. Stay tuned. So, the first one is a Mill Hill bunny egg. It's all in beads. I didn't feel like taking it out of the package. I had the beading bug while I was finishing my Halloween magic, and I wasn't to the beading yet, and I was like, I just want to work on beads. So I did. Not a ton, though. this is a slow project. So where the purple is on the flowers, like the second row of purple, that's where I started. So I worked on this for like an hour, 2 hours, I think, maybe, one night. And I put it away. I was done. I was like, okay, back to working on Halloween magic to finish. This is a Mania start. This is one of my goals to finish before Mania next year. I don't really know what my Mania plans are going to look like. However, I know that I have not finished a Mania finish since June. So June came around. Let me just switch to my Stitchy log. June came around and I finished. Actually, it was May. I haven't finished one since May, I don't think. I finished Zombies, the donut. Keep Calm, and the May Lizzie Kate. Although that one I finished the day I started it. So I finished 3 of my 15 or 14. I forget how many I did. And then I haven't finished one since. Yeah. So I need to get going. I don't know what my plans are, and maybe I'll try to finish like one a month or something like that. I don't know. But that is my number one goal, I think, to finish when I want to work on a Mania. Maybe. I don't know. I'm rambling again. Next is the Tiny Modernist Haunted House Halloween Sale. I finished the next block. Have not finished the rooms. Once I am done with this video, I'm going to work on this to finish the entire border. So finishing the rooms, the trees, the grass down below, that's kind of my plan. This one is so cute. A lot more backstitching. Every single one of those books is backstitched. Yeah. So cute, though. I love it. I like that there's not a character in each one, because I was thinking, like, the first 2 had characters. I had a vampire and a witch. And I was like, okay, they're cute, don't get me wrong. However, I didn't want, like, a single person in each room. So I like that this one's a ghost, and it's, like, doesn't take up the whole thing. So it breaks up the pattern a little bit. Yeah. So cute. I love that chair. Can I just say that if that was a real chair, I'd want that chair. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, next. Oh, I lied. My bad. Before I do the border of that, I have to finish this one. I tried so hard to finish this one before the video. Spent like all day yesterday on it, but I just don't have enough stitchy time. I had to write a paper and take 2 tests yesterday as well. So those took priority, of course, over stitching. So you can kind of see the outline of the bat. And then there's going to be another bat right here. I just have his feet at the moment. He'll be right here. And then I have the greenery and the trees. And then I'll be done. So I'll probably finish this one today and then start on that one. I don't really keep a schedule. So I do want to finish this one. I've decided what my plans are. I have thought that this one has kind of become a burden. I love the tiger. I love the frog and the frosted pumpkin. Sorry, this is a frosted pumpkin stitchery into the jungle Sal. I get one of these a month. Anyways, I have not done the border to complete them, so there should be some right here. There's borders right here, so it's like 3 across. And I have not done the bottom border at all. And that came out in February. I don't know. This one is just, it was cute at the beginning, and I'm just kind of getting tired of it. And I don't know why the border is just dragging me down. It's just leaves right here. And I have a very pretty variegated floss for down here. And then on the top it says into the jungle or something like that. And I wonder if I can show you guys. I have portions of it done. So I have the words done. I have the part I don't like done. And then I have like these leaves. And this is that variegated. You can't really tell because these are such tiny leaves. But it's cute. Around the whole thing. So, yeah. I need to finish that. So I think my goal is, for the next 2 weeks, is to work on the border of both of these projects. Obviously, the Halloween one is going to be done before this one, so I think my priority is going to be that one. But if I get sick of working on the dark fabric, I'll go to this one. But this one is just dragging me down. It's so cute. I don't know. Maybe because they're all animals and, like, this is my only piece with animals. And I don't know. It's cute, though. Part of me wants to frog the birds and do a different, like, color, like fun colors, like maybe blue or something, but I just don't. Because you can't even tell I stitched. Wait, no, you can't. It's just so close to the fabric color. And it's on 18 count data. I hand-dyed myself with blue. Kind of wish it was a little darker now that I've stitched so many of them, but just a sky blue. Yeah, that's all I worked on for the last 2 weeks. Not a ton of stitching, like I said, except my finish. Okay, I should just show you guys this. How I keep track of what I stitch on is I just have calendar inserts, and then I just write, and then I X through the days I don't actually stitch. I need to update it, but sorry, pens are flying. You need to update it. Yes, and then I keep track on the sides. Like this says finishes, and then Halloween Magic right there. And then a month that looks full. I'll show you one that has a lot on the sides. So this would be June. So I have my goals, like side notes that I need to remember to carry on to the next month, finishes. When I do my Heaven and Earth, I like to keep track roughly of how many stitches I've done that month on that, and then like my goal days to film. As you can see this day, I didn't do that much stitching. I have a lot X'd through. And yes. So that's how I keep track of things. But this month, or last month, my August stitching log, I just ended up doing washi tape and just saying which days I did Halloween Magic. And I could have kept going. I hadn't pulled this out in 2 weeks, and I was like, I should just remember to update my stitchy log. And it just ended up being, almost all of these days that are marked in until the 5th should have also had the washi tape, but I was updating it daily. I update it daily when I'm in my planner, and since I'm in school, I'm in my planner like every day, so the washi tape isn't as necessary, even though it looks cuter, you were kind of obsessed right then. So, without further ado, this is Halloween Magic. It's in the 2016 Just Cross Stitch Halloween edition. Ta-da! Of course, I did not put a center in the fabric. Just pan down. Hope you guys are getting all of it. And the beads. Yeah, okay. This one has a ton of firsts for me. I've talked to you guys about them, but I'm just going to say them again. This is my first time on linen. It's 32 count MCG Textiles linen. I hand-dyed it myself, just with gray. First time doing 1/1 skin. I'm not going to let you guys look at that again. You guys can rewind if you could see all the mistakes I made in it, but I don't really care. It was my first time. And, yeah. What else was it my first time? First time having beads in a cross-stitch project. Like, I've done beads on Mill Hills. And then I have a few beaded projects, but I haven't gotten to the beads portion of it yet. So this is my first piece that I like stitched it completely to put the beads. What else? It was my first piece on a lot. Fabric, beads, skin. I think that was probably it. I love this, how it's like framed. Like I love this. I'm obsessed with this frame. Look at how beautiful that frame is. Ugh, I love it. My plan for this is, I know exactly what frame I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in like one of those, like, you know how like fancy frames are like swirly and stuff like that? I'm going to put it in a plastic version of that that's black. If you know what I'm talking about, it's kind of like one of those things you see like in dorm rooms or like in teens' rooms. There's one at Hobby Lobby. I know. I just have to measure this and compare it to that. I don't think it's going to be big enough unless I have like this tight of a border. Like I think it's an inch, so it'll be like 1/2 inch on each side, which I'm not sure is enough to like really show how beautiful this frame is in here. So I might have to order one online. Hopefully I can find one. Okay, there is that one. I've had something the last 2 videos that I keep forgetting to talk about. So I actually wrote it in my sticky note, like pretty much immediately after I filmed the video, I wasn't going to add in a section. That is, I'm trying diamond painting. This is Van Gogh's Starry Night. Everyone knows this piece. This is the one at Michael's, so it's the diamond dots. I don't know. Yeah. They have new ones. They're so cute. They have like Halloween special edition ones, and part of me wants to buy one. However, I absolutely hate diamond dots. It's not fun for me. Okay, I don't absolutely hate it. It's not fun. I would rather spend my time stitching than doing this, and I don't have like, I don't know. Luckily, my sister likes it. So I bought this piece knowing that I might not like it, and it was going to take a really long time, and it was going to take away from stitching time. So I kind of like, when I bought it, made the announcement, like, I'm setting up this kit. It's going to be downstairs where everyone can get it, and it's going to be more like a puzzle. Like, anyone's bored, anyone can go work on it. I'm not territorial about it. Anyone can work on it. And I really thought my mom might pick it up. She's not really a crafty person, but she might try it. She didn't. However, my sister did, which kind of surprised me because she's not a crafty person. Like, she's a crafty person. Like, she's good at crafts. She just would rather spend time on her phone FaceTiming boys. She's 16. And so, crinkle, crinkle. I'll pull it down a little bit. So this is how far we've gotten on it. My sister really wanted to do the moon. I think it's a moon. So that's all finished. So I was kind of like, well, it's art. Ooh, look at those sparkles. That was really good on camera, actually, all the sparkles. We have a lot to go. These are the round ones. I'm glad that this kit was the round jewels, because that way you don't have to make sure that they're facing the correct way. So I think it goes a little bit faster than the square ones. And I didn't really know what that meant until I looked at the video. This takes a long time. I'm going to say that. It's probably, I can get like, probably 4 to 5 diamonds versus 1 stitch. So it moves a little bit quicker. It still takes forever though. So, yeah. That's what we have. I'm done. Roll these. You can't really roll it, so I don't really know what to do with it. Right now it's just sitting on a cabinet that has like an opening. But if she hasn't worked on it since her school started, and I have not worked on it since I started it at the beginning. So I don't know. It might go into storage. just don't know. It wasn't something, it's not something I'm finding fun. Which is kind of sad because I totally thought I would like it. And I thought it would be a fun way to do the Santa's Workshop by Thomas Kincaid by Heaven and Earth Design. Has anyone seen that? Max Color, the biggest one possible. Max Color, max size, or whatever it is. To make it sparkly, because Christmas to me just has sparkles in it. I don't know why. And that piece, Max Color, has like 290 something colors. It literally has the max amount of colors possible, I think. And it would take me 12 lifetimes to finish that if I ever got it. And I didn't really want to stitch it because of how many colors it took and confetti, and I felt like the diamonds are a little bit better with confetti, I think. I'm starting to learn that that's not true, actually, that because you have to put them in a baggie, open the next baggie, dump the baggie, it's just as long to switch colors. But I might be able to travel a little bit better with it. But I don't like it. I'm going to definitely have to see a different way of doing the Thomas Kincaid Santa's Workshop. And then that piece would have been like a wall size, like the entire wall, if I would have done that. So I guess it's for the best. I can do it on a tinier account or something. Okay. Haul. Not really stitchy related, but kind of stitchy related is that what I'm doing is I'm planning to do a huge dye event for myself. People can join along. I haven't given a date yet because I haven't decided. That I'm just going to set up my entire kitchen with like that plastic painter stuff and go to town and dye a whole bunch of fabric to increase my stash. Plus I like dyeing fabric, but it takes, if I have one piece I want to dye, it takes just as long to dye it as it is to set up my kitchen. So I'm decided to do a giant dyeing event. I have quite a bit of fabric already. I have 2 of the Artis 32 count, 2 of the MGC Textiles 32 count, 18 count Ada. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm not buying even weave or anything like that because I don't like it as much as I do linen. And so at the moment I have 5 pieces, although the 18 count's like that giant piece you can get at Michael's that's like a yard by 2 feet or something like that. And I will break that down, probably into 2. Sorry guys, my allergies are just going wacko today. I'm having a hard time breathing. Could be because I've been so upset this morning. Anyways, so I have a lot of that, although it's just white linen and 18 count, so I'm not going to show it to you guys. I will maybe do like a screen or a slideshow, picture slideshow when I dye my fabric. I'm watching a ton of like dyeing videos because I want to try, fabric dyeing videos. I should stop saying just dyeing because that sounds terrible. And I'm learning a lot of different techniques. So what I do is I'm one of those types of people that watches a whole bunch of videos, learns as much as I can, and then doesn't look at the video when I'm actually doing it. I just kind of go with my gut, figure out what I need to do type of a thing. And that's what I've done always with dyeing. I think I only watched 2 videos though. So I'm looking at other techniques, how to do it, different ways of doing it. I'm screenshotting pictures of people's fabric that I like the color scheme of their fabrics to see if maybe I can mimic it. Of course, it's not going to look at all the same. However, if I like the color, I'm going to try it and see how that goes. And yeah, I'm thinking maybe one more. I'm waiting for. Okay, let me know, guys. Is Hobby Lobby not carrying any more linen in general or any sort of fabric? One that I mainly go to doesn't carry any of it. No Ada. They have 14 count Ada and 16 count Ada. And I use 18, so I don't buy it from there. And they have no linen and no even weave. And they minimized their amount like a ton. I don't know why. And that happened to 2 of the Joannes near me. So because I travel for school about an hour, I pass by 2 Michaels and 2 Joannes, and then I work at a Michaels that I don't pass, and there's a Joanne's like 2 miles away from it. So I kind of jump around, and I pass 1 Hobby Lobby. So there are days that when I'm coming home from school and I want to use my coupon, I literally just go from one store to the next, just hopping all the way home. It takes me about an extra hour to get home, but I literally go to the needlecraft area, look to see, and then come home and go to the next one. And that's how I'm accumulating my stash. And 2 of the 3 Joannes are not carrying any more needle craft stuff in general, except the DMC floss and the needles for it. No Ada, no even weave, no linen. The one closest to my school, that's the biggest Joann's, does still carry it. It's just making me kind of nervous that they're going to stop, and I'm kind of sad because the only type of linen I've tried is the MCG textiles, and people complain about it being uneven and stuff like that, and I do see that kind of in my stitches. However, it doesn't really bother me because you have to really look closely. I don't really think you notice it. I'm talking too fast. I don't think you really notice it unless you're actually stitching and you realize that one of your stitches is slanted a little bit because it's tinier on one side. But from far away, you still can't tell. So I'm going to try the Artiste brand. That's a new brand. I haven't heard anything good or bad about it from Hobby Lobby. It's more expensive and less fabric. So let me just go get them. Hold on. Okay. I didn't realize I was going to go on a tangent on this, so let me just bring it to you. MCG Textiles, 32 count. Doesn't say the price, but I think it's only $10. The size is 20 by 27. Okay? 20 by 27. 32 count. Artiste, $15. And its size of 32 count white linen, 18 by 27. I believe it's $5 more for less fabric. And you guys are 18 by 27 to 20 by 27. I mean, that's not that big of a difference. However, it is more expensive. If it was the same price, fine, whatever. And I haven't even opened it. I haven't even tried this linen. Definitely, it's more scratchy. And more stiff. I don't know. After the dyeing process, we'll see how much it loosens up more. I'm not convinced, though. I did buy 2 of them, and I'm kind of thinking that maybe when I dye fabric, I should purposely dye one of these for a project in mind instead of just dyeing it just to build my collection, so that I can stitch on it to see if it's worth going. Which I'm so sad. So it looks a little bit more even. However, I don't really tell that. I can't tell with just the MCG textiles either without stitching on it. Maybe not. There's more, what are they, slips? Is that what they're called? More slips. More of those Bali fabric things in it than the other one, I think. Although these ones are bigger. These ones have more, but they're tinier. I don't know. So I have a few of these. I'm probably going to do one more run this week And then probably next Monday, instead of filming, because I only film every other week, I'll probably die. But there's no promises. Who knows with school projects and stuff like that what I'm going to do. Next part of my haul. When I went to Hobby Lobby. So, funny story. I started all of a sudden randomly stitching Halloween. As you guys know, every project I have is almost Halloween at the moment. And I have a plan to start a new one. Possibly I might let it go and wait till next year. And I have one that I started that I spent one night on. So I've done 4 projects. 3 of them I've started. 1 was in the works to start. But I had no needle minders. None. That were Halloween themed. And that could have been because when I started making needle minders, it was past the holiday season. I think I started it like January, February. And I make my own just because I think it's more personalized than purchasing them. If I find one I love on Etsy or someone shows one, I will go buy it. I have, I think, 3 of the Disney pinups that I think are so cute in my cart right now that I'm just waiting to purchase until they go on sale or I get a coupon or I get paid. Payday. We'll see which one I can hold off for. But I didn't have any Halloween ones. So I've kind of put, once I finish project, I don't do it. So this one, I finally got one, like in the last week. This is cute. Little spider. This is a necklace pendant thing. Almost all of them are like necklace, charms, earrings that I like just take apart, or pins. And I buy the rare earth magnets online. And yeah, you guys know how to make needle minders. I don't need to explain it to you. Anyways, so I finished this one and only had a Halloween themed needle minder on it for the last week. I think I posted a picture on Instagram of all the new ones I got, and those were the Halloween ones. And so, me being proactive and being like, I'm not doing this again. When I get my, I don't know, it could be like October 30th, 31st, whatever. It could be Halloween, and I'm like, I want to stitch Christmas. But I won't have any needle minders for Christmas. I do have an Olaf one and a penguin. That was a freebie from a Etsy shop. But when I got into my kick of starting all these Halloween stuff, I had 4 projects. And that was only 2 needle minders. And I love Christmas like 10 times more than I love Halloween. So I'm expecting to start a 10 of them. I'm waiting for my Just Cross Stitch ornament issue. And that might jumpstart me. So Hobby Lobby has some out now. I know that Joann's and Michael's both do like the pins and stuff like that, and they might be a little bit cuter, but I'm making them now. So the less cute one is these ones. I kept them in the package so you guys, they're buttons, the plastic buttons. I just use like jewelry cutter wire cutters and just cut off the back. Sometimes that's the part that keeps them together. See, so here is this one, and then the red is the button, or is the loop, and that is connecting the front to the back. I just glue it, I pop it off, I glue it back down, and I stick it back on. So I pretty much just bought this for the 2 presents, a green one and a red one, a Christmas tree, which I'm concerned about the glitter, because, it's already on my finger. Yeah. And there's hot glue on it still. Okay. So I think I'm going to take Mod Podge and paint over the glitter areas, because it's on the star. Oh no, it's just on the tinsel. And I'm concerned that the glitter is going to get on my project, which is why I have a hard time finding Christmas needle minders to begin with, because everything has sparkles on it. And yeah, it's all over my fingers. And yeah, some of these are too tiny. The reindeer is really cute, but it's too thin. I have really, really tiny ones that might fit. I'm just not sure. And then the candy cane, again, a little too small. And I think Santa Claus is creepy. Ooh, I think Santa Claus is creepy. This one is not being made. I think he's a little creepy. He looks more creepy up close. Like, he has like a paint dot for his nostrils. He has eyebrows and like tiny little lips. I don't know. I can't get it to focus. But he's creepy. But then the really, really cute one I got that I absolutely love, it says, "This is my ugly Christmas sweater." How cute! This is a tiny little Christmas sweater. And it's really light. I'm really into light needle minders at the moment. It's like aluminum, I think. So, so, so cute. Has little snowflakes and a candy cane. I'm going to show you my nails are gross. Anyways, this was a win. This one was a win. So when I pull out my magnets again, I'll glue those on. I'll probably do that soon, just so I'm like ready for my Christmas craziness. The last thing I got was I went to IKEA. I was looking for a frame for my Halloween magic and sadly didn't find anything at IKEA that I liked. That was the right size. I'm having a hard time with the size. So, what I did find is these tins. Not sure what they were supposed to be used for. They had them on the wall, which is what I'm going to do with them. Round tins. And I'm going to put some sort of cross-stitch pattern in these. And these are, I think, only 5, maybe 6 inches. So they're tiny, and I got 2 of them. And then I got one big one. I'm going to say it's probably 15 inches, maybe. It's huge. Like, here's the difference. Yeah. They're so cute, though. I can fit definitely some bigger cross-stitch pattern than this one. Definitely do like some Priscilla-fying on these, like add a ribbon, maybe a cute background in the center. So I'm just going to throw a magnet on here and then have a washer and do that whole like changing out of the seasons thing. And this will totally match my room. It's accented in white and gold. White, gold, and pink are the colors, like a coral pink. Yes. So cute, so cute. And I got a matching for those, I think it was supposed to hold a candle, like a narrow votive candle, I think. But I'm using it as to put pencils, pens, markers, and stuff like that on my desk in it. It's really, really cute, and it has like, I just threw things in here, like this around. So yeah, today's video is a little bit longer than my last video. My last video was very, very short. So I hope you guys have an amazing stitchy time the next 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll be back in 2 weeks so that school's not sucking the life out of me in my stitchy time. And I will see you guys when I can. Happy stitching. Bye. Like and subscribe.